connect with Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
We got 1.
Yep.
We got 2.
It's telling me 3 down here.
Well, it's a liar.
It is a lie.
How dare they lie?
It gave me the wrong numbers.
We've got
Still 2.
We have
3.
3. First try.
Alright, friends. Tonight is Spider-Man, and we're going to do it, and it's going to be great, but we needed to get all the things
Oh, it's
going
to be more than great.
Cool.
It's going to be amazing.
Anyways, hi. This is still November. It's still Web Slinger month.
Is it still November?
It's still November. Tomorrow is the 1st.
Tomorrow's
yeah.
1st.
Heck yeah.
But
Brent.
you guys could win like these. This is super cool. You could win this. Like, free. Win. I ship it to you for free.
You'll ship it to us for free?
For free. Which is really cool and really exciting. And you all should comment with the word. Pito, you're in charge tonight. What's the word tonight?
What is the word tonight? What is the word tonight? It should probably be Spidey. I would think.
Spidey.
How do you spell Spidey?
Spidey.
I was gonna say Spidey or Thwip.
Ooh, Thwip's a better one. We're doing Thwip.
Thwip.
We're doing Thwip.
Thwip.
Scrap it.
Comment with the word Thwip if you want to win one of these. You not guaranteed. Remember, like those '90s Nickelodeon game shows that at the very end
Yes.
they say many will enter, few will win. I always heard them say you will win. Yeah. So no,
They
that's
did
not
They
the
lied.
same. Yeah. Type the word Thwip in the comments wherever
Thwip.
you're watching from, and you could win this.
THWIP.
THWIP. Thwip.
Yep. And if you feel like it, put an exclamation point on the end. I won't.
I put 3.
You put 3. Okay.
I'm gonna put 4.
Yeah.
To
So those were made by Art of Adam Fields. He's our sponsor for the month. He's really great. Go check out his stuff. He's awesome. He's even Marvel approved, y'all. He's got some things that
Wow,
Marvel
that's
was
incredible.
like, yeah, we like this. So we're gonna say, yeah, you can keep making that. So go check him out. He's really cool, really nice guy. But yeah, we're getting to Spidey. We're gonna work on Lay Head today.
Yeah.
I don't got much else right now, but I hear some people talking in the chat. What do we got?
Lucas is saying Thwip,
Thwip.
and the spell check was messing with him, but he
Oh.
got it. He's
Thwip.
on it now.
Flip.
Happens, man.
It does. It do.
The internet doesn't want us to say Thwip. It doesn't want us to
Why?
succeed and win these prizes.
No.
We're gonna win these prizes.
I want to win these prizes.
Yep. And I will be announcing winners sometime this week.
Oh,
So-
how exciting.
Yeah, on a post. So look for a post and look for a message from me if you win. That's how I usually get a hold of people. So through the platform that they commented on too, which is so pay attention to where you did your thing.
I actually did put that down next to the names.
Nice. You're amazing.
You're amazing.
Okay, let's do this thing.
All right. How excited are we for the big man himself of the Web Swingers? It is Spider-Man Day.
Spider-Man.
It's the best one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Spiders Man.
Extreme biased, but it is
Is it not best?
the best one.
All right. Mr. Pito is our resident Spider-Man guru, fanatic, whatever you'd like to call him.
Obsessed fan,
Obsessed fan.
if you will.
So, if any of you have questions for Pito or Ringmaster or I, please comment, and also comment Thwip.
I've read a lot of comics. Please let me use those
Yeah,
information.
use that information.
Use that brain.
I love it.
Love it. We are going to be drawing the Tom Holland version, or costume, I should say, because he's my fave. We'll start off that conversation right now.
He is your favorite.
He is my favorite.
Fair enough.
So yeah. If anyone's curious, is that
Also,
right?
we have Craig Ardall says, Thwip!
Craig! Hi.
Get on board. Say Thwip, everyone.
Hey Craig, thanks for your purchase. Oh yeah, thanks to anyone else who may have purchased during our Black Friday / Small Business Saturday / Cyber Monday sale. It's still going. You could get 40% off anything in my shop.
40%?
40%.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of percent.
It is a lot of percent. It's a great amount of percent off.
An amazing, spectacular even amount of percent off.
Yeah. Mr. Picho, what's your favorite version, either comic book or movie of Spider-Man?
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm giving you the hard questions
Yes.
today.
Honestly, there really, truly, there has not been a version of Spider-Man that I haven't enjoyed. Just because I love the character, I love the storylines, I love everything they do with it. I will say one that kind of, one that holds a special place for me is the voice actor for the 90s cartoon, because that was kind of the first big Spider-Man stuff that I remember watching and really enjoying and being oh, I want to know all about this guy. He seems great. But I really enjoyed Tom Holland a lot and what he's doing. I liked Tobey Maguire and I loved all the cheesiness of those versions. I thought Andrew Garfield was fine. I did enjoy him as Spider-Man. He was a little too cool for Peter, but but I was able to look past that because they were Spider-Man movies and I was just having a good time.
Nice. Very cool. Ringmaster, do you have a favorite version?
That is a very hard question. I would probably have to agree with Mr. Pito here and say the animated series voice actor, who also was Greg Brady in a very Brady movie, if anyone saw that.
Yes.
He and Tobey Maguire are great. But Tobey Maguire is an asterisk because really I just love Willem Dafoe. That's the answer.
Okay.
So
Fair
there's
enough.
that.
DM, do you have a favorite version of
the web slinger?
The Mr. Spider-Man himself? You can say no also.
I mean,
He's thinking.
not in an animated, not in a TV show or movie, but the punk skin
Yeah.
in the
Sure.
Spider-Man game.
Spider-Punk.
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 You know they make that as a pop.
They
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
They also made it as a
Have it?
comic.
No. But that,
But Christmas is coming. Shh.
there's
Anyway.
also that figure at that one collectible store. in the
Yes.
mall.
Yes.
Oh, and if I had hundreds of dollars, you want
That's
to
the
believe
thing.
I would go in there and walk out with every
I
statue
believe we call
they
that a
had.
maquette.
Yes.
Well, okay, yes.
Oh,
Right.
I tried to be smart. No, it
No,
backfired.
Ha!
My next
Get
my
through it.
next statement was to say great remembering. Maquettes, I think, more often refers to before it's painted. I could be wrong. But so for animation, they make just grayscale clay maquettes to use as reference for when they're drawing the characters. But it also could be that final finished version. I don't know. But we could figure that out.
I tried.
You did, and you are accurate in a sense, in a way.
Chakrel, your haircut looks very foxy.
Yes.
Thanks. Ignore if you see it. There's a spot where I chopped off with regular scissors and not thinning shears, so there's a small section of my hair that's about 5 inches shorter than everything else.
Nope.
Wouldn't know.
Don't notice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, that brings me to my obvious question that I always ask all the time. Chakrel, what do you foresee being something difficult about this particular chalk drawing?
Okay, so here's the thing. I spent hours last night trying to refigure this pose. I fell in love with this pose. It's by an artist that also got approved by Marvel. It was for the video game, I believe, because the original one, I don't know if you guys can see, it's the blue with the white
Yes.
Spidey. Yeah? Okay, so this pose is so beautiful for so many reasons, and I changed his arm a bit. But everything else was I moved things around and I tried to do stuff to make it more of my own, but I couldn't because in the end, whoever did this, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I changed his arm position. Originally his fingers and stuff were over here, and this arm was a little more up here. So it was more of so I turned, so there's a line of action, which is basically if you could draw a line through the most interesting parts of a person, it would, the more curved it is, that means the stronger it is, the more straight it is, the weaker it is.
Really?
Yeah. So originally, this, with his arm going this way, the line of action came from like right up in the middle on the top, and it came down here through the bottom to his other hand. I took it and I bent it the other way, this way, so your eye will follow his elbow to his neck or face, and then down to his other hand. So I changed that, and I'm gonna put webs in this hand as if he's like using that to lower himself down or like slow himself down.
Sure.
Also the background will be way different, and it will be the Tom Holland Infinity War / he has the gold stripy outfit in Far From Home, right?
Yes, for the beginning portion of it. Yes.
It's gonna be that outfit.
Gotcha. The old Iron Spider.
Iron Spider.
Iron Spider. Also, if you'd like to vote in the comments, tell me if I should put in the thingies in the back.
The Waldos.
The Waldos?
Dude, yeah, whatever those are. Yeah, I could definitely have like a cage in the back for sure, which would look really cool. And I could also, it would add more lines to this picture, which might make it stronger.
Oh. Do you
What
hear
you
that,
call them?
viewers? The Waldos. Or Waldos. I don't know. I've always said Waldos.
Okay.
What?
His, like, tendril things that pop out
His little spider legs that he gets.
from Civil War
These
in the
things.
comics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are all my reference images for the outfit. Granted, I don't know if any of these are movie accurate.
I'd say they're movie accurate.
Yeah, some of them look like it. But yeah, it'll be a little bit me, a little bit movie accurate. But yes, I like the idea of having those in there too. Yeah, I just fell in love with this pose. Hardest thing will be turning it from video game to Tom Holland.
Okay.
That will be the hardest part for me.
Sure.
Thank you.
You bet. To bring it back around to your question.
I appreciate that.
You bet. Yeah.
So, question for the group. Spider-Man often changes his costume based on needs of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question to the group, DM has given us a start here. What is everyone's favorite Spider-Man variant costume?
Okay. I gotta start looking.
I'll give you a well, so I have two. The Iron Spider from the comic book
Okay.
is one of my favorites because the yellow just looks really neat. But I think my all-time favorite is his symbiote suit, the dark suit.
Sure.
So that is, and then he wore it again in the events of Civil War, and that was great. And some of the art was just really dynamic, and they gave him these like glowing white eyes against it, and it looked so great. Oh, Chakra, I'll have to show you some of the comics I have.
Please do.
I think the arc was called Spider-Man Back to Black,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, and they were some great books. So, Chakra, do you have in your research, did you find any costumes that you really loved?
I didn't understand a lot of the different outfits. I saw posters that had like all of the versions on there, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know the story behind any of them. I feel like the story would play a really big part in
Sure.
like certain ones. But as for all of the ones that I've seen in movies, I do like Tom Holland's nose. I love the gold in there. Also, I saw one yesterday when I was doing more research that somebody had made their own version of his outfit, and it was, it was kind of like the video game one.
Sure.
But instead of these sharp lines defining the red areas and the blue areas, there was like an ombre effect in certain parts that I've just never seen in his outfit before, which was really cool. Other than that, I do love the white spider. I think that's really cool.
And you know that in the game is a strategic choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the white is first and foremost reinforced.
Okay.
But it also kind of gives a target. So it kind of directs like an attacker's eye and attack to the reinforced part of the suit.
Gotcha.
So very cool.
Yeah.
Sydney also says hello.
Hi, Sydney. Hello.
All right.
Friend, friends, don't forget to comment with the word THWIP if you want to win a metal print by Adam Fields.
THWIP.
THWIP.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
THWIP.
I just wrote thwip. I meant to write Facebook.
Nice.
I'm a goofus doofus.
Okay. I think I've narrowed down 3 that I really enjoy. And again, like, this is a terrible answer, but like, I really like. There are very few costume iterations that I'm like, I don't love this. And part of that is because almost any time that Spider-Man gets a new costume, people tend to like initially freak out and be like, "What? He's changing his look? Like, he can't do that. He's Spider-Man." And I always try to reassure them, like, every single time that it's happened, he always goes back to the original costume in some way, shape, or form. Like, you will always see the traditional look, like, come back. And so, like, you know, it's always just a phase, and it's okay, and, like...
It's just a phase, Mom.
Exactly. One of them is the... I mean, I love the classic look.
Yep.
Just, like... The original suit is always a win for me, specifically when Spider-Man was running his own company. He had Parker Industries. He had created a new suit that almost kind of had like a metallic sheen to it, and the spider glowed blue, which was really cool. All of the like cover art for a while with it, or I should say most of the cover art, was done by Alex Ross, so like it looked especially really cool because he's my favorite artist.
Well, and I noticed that about this particular picture, whoever did it, I'm pretty darn sure it was not Alex Ross though. There are parts in here that are very much his style of like very gentle fading and very just the way that he does his aesthetic. And I like specifically what I'm doing right now is very much like uber blended, which is really cool. Anyways, continue.
So that one is always a win for me. The other one is there was an event in Spider-Man called the Ends of the Earth, and without giving too much away, basically Doc Ock was holding the whole world hostage. And so Spider-Man had designed a suit with the intention of fighting against Doc Ock and the rest of the Sinister Six. And so it was this like kind of spider armor that he had that had different parts of it that were specifically designed to be effective against them, and it looked really, really cool. And then the last one is for the brief period of time that Spider-Man had the Enigma Force and was Captain Universe, and so he had this very like space and spectral looking Spider-Man suit.
Very cool.
And I made a pop figure of that one, and I bought it because I wanted it.
Who hasn't said theirs yet?
DM has not. Well, but he did say Spider-Punk.
It's Spider-Punk.
It's Spider-Punk.
We talked about this.
Is it only that one though? Do you have another favorite or just?
I also like the Iron Spider, but the one.
Yeah.
The movie. Sure.
I do love the look that they gave it for the movie.
Oh, I don't know. That iconic picture of him on Captain America's shield, though, from the book.
Yeah.
So great.
But what about the Bombastic Bagman?
Bombastic Bagman. Also great Spider-Man.
Any of you, if you cosplayed as a version of Spider-Man or a character, it could be a character.
Okay.
Within, who would you? Which one?
The Green Gobbler.
Okay.
What? Green Gobbler?
That's not his
Wouldn't that be
name.
a cool Green Goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I saw some post somewhere of someone would go to conventions because a lot of people go as Spider-Man, and he would go as Uncle Ben, and he would pass away in front of people. I've definitely always wanted to do that. Would be
I
really
think that's hilarious.
Oh man, I don't know. I think the nice thing with how many like varieties to his costume and appearance Spider-Man has had is that like I think if you decided that all you wanted to do was go like cosplay at conventions as Spider-Man, you would probably be able to like never have to wear the same costume.
Yeah.
Because like they will always make new ones, and you can always pick a different one. And like there's a literal multiverse of Spider-Man out there to choose from.
I have seen quite a few dads of like groups. They'll do like a family group of Into the Spider-Verse, and a lot of the dads always choose Spider Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Love
really fun.
Spider Noir.
Also, I just learned today, I think, that he's the only version of the Spider-Verse that did not get the "with great power comes great responsibility" line.
Mm-hmm.
What do you remember? What his line was? He gets a different one. Something about like in the hands of many, or like it becomes the responsibility of all, or something.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really interesting.
I would wear the Kane suit. Let's be honest.
Yes. Kane Parker, one of the Spider clones.
But an imperfect clone.
Until he got fixed. And then became a perfect clone.
But I would wear the Kane suit with the hair out.
Sure.
You know, and the cape.
I gotcha.
Yeah. From the 90s. Oh, the 90s. What a boon to Spider-Man the 90s were. We got Venom. We got Carnage. We got the Clone Saga, which people didn't really like, but now they like it because they retconned a lot of it and made it a lot better. It led us up to the first Spider-Man movie. It was great.
Nice.
Also, if you're just joining us on Instagram, I see we just had 5 people join. Please comment THWIP in the comments
Yeah.
for your chance to win.
A very cool metal print of either Venom or Carnage, done by art of Adam Fields.
Adam Fields.
Oh, Not Batalas from TikTok says hello and
Hi.
also sent a Castle Fantasies.
What?
It's like a present on TikTok.
I have
Oh.
never heard of that
It's
one.
a Castle Fantasy one instead of like a present.
Oh,
That's cute. Thank you.
that's very
awesome.
kind of him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That you should just always default to them.
That is very kind of that person.
Good job, Dan.
Thank you. I tried.
Did you get broken by
I just hurt my neck. Yeah, I just whipped my head so fast. I hurt my neck.
trying to be
That's not
PC?
good.
Hurts so.
It hurt me. I'm like Roger from American Dad. Being kind literally kills me.
Do we have any predictions for the movie coming out in like 18 days?
2-ish weeks.
That's why I'd want to be Doc Ock, but specifically that one.
The Alfred Molina.
Yeah,
Got
sure.
it.
Yeah, if that's his name.
That is his
It
name.
is.
Well, because I didn't know if because there is a Spider-Man iteration where he does get Doc Ock's arms. So I didn't know if you're talking about that.
Superior. Also, the Spider-Man Noir motto was not "with great power comes great responsibility," but he was taught if there is too much power, then it is the responsibility of the people to take it away.
Wow.
That's dark.
Dark.
I mean, he carries a gun. He's one of the only
Does he
Spider-Man who,
Yeah.
well, one of the few Spider-Men in the multiverse who carries a gun.
I love that they chose a Rubik's Cube for him in
Yes.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That because he lives in a black and white noir world, he couldn't understand colors, and I've never related to a character so hard.
Also, the line about letting a match burn down to his fingertips so he feels something. I related to that. We all relate to Spider-Man Noir.
Spider-Man Noir, secretly the most relatable character in Into the Spider-Verse. No one else. Good times. Predictions for the Spider-Man movie. though.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Right off the bat, it's gonna be crazy. Like, so much craziness is gonna happen. Multiverse jumping, bad guy hopping, adventure. It's gonna be awesome. I hope, it seems like we're definitely gonna get the Sinister Six. I hope that right at the end of the movie, they just start throwing out a bunch of crazy Spider-Man characters.
Like
and
a bunch of
villains.
cameos.
Yeah, that it's like, here are these villains, and here are these spider characters, and here's this character, and here's Miles Morales, and here, I just hope that they just start throwing everything in there, and they're like, we'll sort this out in the next movie.
So here's my question. I think it's gonna happen. Do you think we're gonna get Venom in this movie?
I think so.
I think we're gonna get Venom. I think it'll be maybe post credits or, like after the movie or the very end of the movie we get Venom.
I would agree.
That's what I think. Yeah, you heard it here, folks.
Mark your calendars.
What do you think, Chalk Girl?
I need to go back and watch the trailer again. But I think I don't know enough about it to know. I mean, I know that Doctor Strange is helping him out and all that stuff. But I don't know. You think Mary Jane's gonna die?
I don't know. Dan's got certain opinions on
I
it.
said nothing.
Your face said everything.
You're
They
not
can't
a
see my
fan of
face.
Zendaya. That's fine. You're allowed.
Thank you.
I think she'll live.
I think
But
she'll
other
live, too.
MJ will die.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, that was Gwen Stacy. Wait, do you think?
Oh, that was Gwen Stacy. Okay.
What is her name?
Kirsten?
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Do you think she's gonna die?
Yeah.
Is she in it?
I believe she is.
I don't know, but if she is, she's gonna die.
They
I wasn't a
say
big fan
that
of her.
falling in love is wonderful. And then the movie was ruined.
That was the
Kirsten Dunst started singing and single-handedly ruined the first Spider-Man Sam Raimi franchise.
Is an opinion. Is an opinion that some people have.
That was great. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Is an opinion. All I know is we're not getting nearly enough love and attention for the fact that we have J. Jonah Jameson back in this movie
Yeah.
to yell at Spider-Man, as
I'm
we all have wanted him to do for years.
Yes.
I'm excited about it.
Apparently, J.K. Simmons had to fight to keep his mustache. They didn't want
Really?
him to have.
Really?
Why?
I don't
So
know.
fun.
I don't exactly know. Obviously, they probably my guess is maybe they wanted to differentiate it from the original J. Jonah Jameson.
Sure.
And be no, look, this is ours. He's different. But regardless of the fact that it is a comic book staple, it's just such an iconic look for him playing J. Jonah Jameson. I'm nah, you gotta bring it back. We need the facial hair.
Absolutely.
Also, they would have just left him clean shaved. I don't.
Right.
I guess. I mean, he'd still be great at yelling at people. That's
would.
about this is also a total exaggeration. It's about 90% of the characters he plays is just someone that yells at people. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
no, he does lots of stuff. He's a very talented artist. J.K. Simmons, if you're listening or watching,
we
whatever
love you,
you're
J.K.
doing.
Simmons. Whiplash still gives me nightmares.
I agree.
Because I went to a conservatory, and that is honestly not that far off. Boo. I really hope Willem
Very-
Dafoe does not
very
die.
anxiety-inducing.
Because you like that character.
Yes, I love that character, the Green Goblin. And something that I get really frustrated with actually in a lot of superhero movies is that they always have to kill the villain. Instead of having him grow, instead of having him learn anything, they're let's just get rid of him. And I think it's very weak, and part of what makes Spider-Man such a great character is that he constantly befriends his villains. So that they might work with him begrudgingly, but they might soften a little bit and think, I still think what I think, but Spider-Man's not too bad. And I feel like that was something in the Tobey Maguire movies that I missed, was that, Spider-Man has a way of working it out. And he just didn't in that. And, to be fair, I think the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was a very aggressive Spider-Man. I was oh, Spidey, you Batman now? Relax there, kiddo. But
It's a kid's first time seeing that movie.
yeah.
I think they started to, for lack of better terms, fix that in the second Amazing Spider-Man movie, which inevitably then flopped and it was too late.
Right. Well,
because I think they were like, oh look, like people want him to be brighter and happier and funnier and not nearly as dark. Anyway, this is the last one we're making with you, so
anyway,
bye.
we're gonna Sinister Six. Bye, guys. His name is Mark Webb. Come on, he has to direct Spider-Man.
Can you inform me who the Sinister Six are? Who's in them?
Well,
that is a fair question. Basically, it's at any point in time, like 6 of Spider-Man's villains decide to team up and go against him. There is an original, like, this is the true, like, Sinister Six, but really, like, almost all of Spider-Man's villains have been a Sinister Six member at some point or another.
So you're just hoping that we see 6 of them?
Yes.
Okay. So in the trailer, we saw Green Goblin, or hints of Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Sandman guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's his name.
Yeah, Sandman.
Yep. We got Doc Ock.
We saw Doc Ock, so it's 3. We saw Electro.
Yep.
Dude,
We know the Lizard. So we're just missing
We're just missing one. And we also saw what looked like New Goblin. But like maybe not. But he wasn't wearing the Green Goblin like armor, but he was riding a glider.
But that could also be the age-old case of Marvel going, "Ha, we duped you."
Yes,
because they are notorious for that.
They are dupers, indeed.
Wasn't there a female Green Goblin? I thought I saw some. And it could just be somebody doing like a fan art.
In No Way Home, or just ever?
In general, wasn't there a female? Because the outfit of the Green Goblin looks slightly female, and that's why I was curious about it.
I don't know if there ever was a female Green Goblin.
Oh, Maria _aka _Mia sent 43 roses.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
There is in the
Mia.
animated series. There is Spider-Girl has a gender-flipped universe where all of the characters are the opposite gender, and so her nemesis was Norma Osborn, who was a female. So we have had a female Green Goblin at some point.
Gotcha. Okay. Then maybe I just saw something. But I think in the trailer, the way that they did like the upper half of like all the chest plates and stuff, it looked a little more female. And
really?
Maybe, yeah, to me. Maybe
sure.
I'm just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have a better eye than I do, so.
Maybe Zendaya becomes the Green Goblin and Dan gets everything he wished for.
Well, I don't think he would like Zendaya as the Green Goblin.
I would be if
But Zendaya
gets to be the Green Goblin.
But they could get defeated, and then you could be happy about that.
No, because I root for the Green Goblin anyway.
Well, rude, first of all.
Norman is
Wrong
right.
Side. Is he, though?
Right or white? What did I hear?
Correct. Norman is right, I say.
Is he, though?
Oh, boy.
I would never! Oh my gosh! Norman is correct.
Is he, though?
Yes.
How?
They were trying to take away his company, and he had a...
Oh, in that movie, sure, like, he wasn't terrible. But then, you know, his response to that was, they're taking away my company. I'm gonna kill him.
Well, okay, aside from that,
To be fair, he was on drugs.
But he was trying to get Spider-Man to work with him, and they were trying to do things, and they were trying to... He was trying to
have Spider-Man be a villain with him so they could kill the people
they could have worked together. They could have been friends.
He did. Well, they would have been friends in murder.
No! No.
Yes.
So... But...
You root for the villains, which is fine. You're just wrong about this one. That's okay.
I don't know. Willem Dafoe can pretty much do whatever he wants.
Hey, Willem Dafoe is great. I will not deny the fact that he was fantastic.
And so...
Amazing, even.
Well, okay, what have the other movies set up for this one? Did Michael Keaton's character die?
No.
He's still alive and in prison.
He's still
and
around.
we do see that like he's made appearances in the Morbius trailer, so if they decide to throw a bunch of Spider-Man bad guys in there, which Morbius is, maybe we see him return again.
Okay.
I also want to say that like he got confirmed to be like Michael Keaton is in No Way Home.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he's been confirmed to be like obviously he's going to be his character. He's going to be Adrian Toomes, but I don't know in what capacity he'll appear in the film.
That's cool.
Like, I don't know if we'll see him like flying around as the Vulture again, or if he'll just be there like, hey, Peter, it's me again. Like,
Hey, Peter. That is a really good, like, to call it back to what I was saying. In the first Spider-Man movie of the Disney Marvel sagas, Homecoming, thank you. I couldn't think of that. Vulture kind of wins. Like, he wins the physical fight.
He doesn't die.
But Vulture's like, oh gosh, he's just a kid, and he's not a bad kid, and he's trying to do what's right. Maybe I shouldn't be such a whatever.
No,
and
he loses the fight.
Well,
because he almost dies in an explosion until Spider-Man saves him.
He beats Spider-Man, and then his stuff malfunctions, and then Spidey saves him.
Well, and then he was gonna die being crushed by stuff, and Spider-Man saves him by...
Yes, and so there's a really good example of someone being kind of softened by Spidey just not being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like just him being a buddy. And I think that's actually just really important, like, storytelling. I think it's really important in fantasy in general, is that, you know, you can find common ground with your enemy. You still might not like them, but, like, you can find a way around killing people.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and inevitably, like, in the movie, Vulture learns that, like, because he goes against Spider-Man because Spider-Man is trying to stop him from doing crime, which he was doing.
Right.
But then, in the end, like, he's like, oh, it's just this kid. He doesn't know anything. Like, he's not, you know, he's in over his head. But then when he almost dies, Peter saves him, and he's like, oh, no, he actually is a good person.
Right.
But he's also just a kid. Like, he's not a bad guy. I don't need to fight him. Which is then when the guy who's Scorpion comes up and is like, hey, who was that kid? And he's like, oh, I don't know.
Right. Which I would actually be really excited to see Scorpion as well.
That would be cool.
That'd be great.
Scorpion's a very good, underrated Spider-Man bad guy.
He really is. They did very well in the animated series.
Yeah.
And he was in the Spider-Man 1 movie game with a really cool iteration designed by Alex Ross, which you never got to see on screen, and I thought it would have been really great.
Mm. Alas and alack.
Alas and alack and a lay and a loo.
All roads lead to the Sinister Six.
It's true.
They have tried. This is their third attempt to finally make it happen, and I think they're going to do it.
Chuck, girl, you're at 40.
Thank you, 40. Not to, like, switch gears a little bit.
Switch gears, baby.
I never really I didn't watch a lot of stuff with Michael Keaton before Spider-Man. And, like, I don't know. I've never seen his Batman. I know.
He's so good.
What do you do tomorrow?
No, a lot of stuff.
Not watching Batman. That's
Not watching Batman.
I don't have time right now.
No, you're good.
He's in a new series called Dope Sick on
Yes.
Hulu.
I haven't heard of it.
Freaking phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Like his again, I've never really paid attention to his acting, but he's
a brilliant actor. He really is.
He was in Birdman.
He was in Birdman.
I have seen that. Okay, yeah, I have seen that. But no, this Dope Sick show is just insane, and it'll make you a little queasy. But
oh really?
Yeah, but
nice.
it is real good. He's real good. Real good. Okay, that's it. Back to Spider-Man.
There you go.
Oh, they got Will Poulter in the Dope Sick as well.
Yeah, and
I've
he's
definitely
really good
told
too.
you about this.
You have, because we talked about that he was in Midsummer.
Mm-hmm.
He
yes.
was?
Yes,
He
Will Poulter.
was.
He is very good. And so is Philippa Sue, who was the first Eliza in Hamilton.
Yes.
Oh.
Will Poulter is going to be the new what in Marvel?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh my gosh. He's going to be Adam
With an
Warlock.
A?
He's
Yeah.
going to be Adam Warlock?
Yes.
I didn't know
We
that.
have definitely talked about this too.
You know what? In hindsight, maybe we did.
Called out.
I gotta write stuff down.
Gotta start a blog.
I gotta record all my conversations. Then, like, oh yeah, we have this.
Just voice memo number 30.
Yeah.
We did indeed talk about Adam Warlock today. Write again soon.
I
Now-
just think of him as we're the Millers.
Yes.
I think that's incredible that they're bringing in Adam Warlock after the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
Like, Okie dokie.
To be fair, they were teasing that though in
They were in Guardians.
Volume 2.
Yes.
How so? For somebody who doesn't know the character.
He the race that like was targeting Peter Quill and everyone because they stole the batteries
The
from.
gold.
Yes.
People?
He is a member of that race, and basically they make their people by like genetically designing them.
Oh, is he like Adam, Eve, like?
He's like the perfect being.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is how he has been created, and so like in one of the after credits they show like
Yes.
her looking at like
Yeah.
this object, and it is kind of the like the cocoon or chrysalis or something that, like that he is born in.
Gotcha. That is a lot to put on somebody's shoulders.
Yes.
But
Yes.
he's Adam Warlock and he has strong shoulders.
He actually in the
Thank
dope
you.
thing, he's ripped. Like I was not expecting
Is
it
he?
because because my impression of him is the kid from World of Millers.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been working out.
Heck yeah. Get swole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. If you're just joining us, please comment THWIP
THWIP.
in the comments.
Exclamation points optional.
No, mandatory.
If you do, you might win some art from the one and only Adam Fields.
But
Yeah.
only if there's an exclamation. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have that power.
You can punctuate it however you'd like. A question mark even.
Thwip?
A semicolon. THWIP.
How about an interrobang?
Oh, that's a question mark and a exclamation point, right?
Yep.
Yes.
To show.
What?
Confusion.
Show.
Surprise?
No.
Confusion?
I think it's either sarcasm or irony.
Really?
Thwip.
Yeah.
Now that I didn't know.
Yeah. It's called an interrobang.
Whip. I know, that's one of those things that you throw and they come back to you.
That's a boomerang.
No, that's a video that loops.
Oh, that's Instagram.
You're not wrong.
TikTok.
Oh. Speaking of TikTok, comment Thwip.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'll look and see who comments. I'll do it.
Do it. You could win some really cool prizes.
They really are some cool
Some very
prizes.
talented artists did some good work. You could win one of those works.
You know Switchfoot titled their 12th album Interrobang?
Hmm?
There you go.
Oh.
I know.
Cool.
You say this like I don't know who Switchfoot is.
I just tried to connect with you. I just thought you'd find that cool. I'm just trying to make you happy.
I've seen them in concert.
Have you really?
Yeah. They're really good.
Nice.
Highly recommend.
They're not the ones that sing the general, are they? No. Never mind.
No, that's the insurance store in Illinois.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The general says so.
Yeah.
No, but they and
I
Need
think
to
that's
Breathe
Dispatch.
did the like some holiday thing with Disney on ABC.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, and I was like, these are bands that I've grown up with, and now they're doing stuff on. They grow up so fast. No, I'm just kidding. They're very talented. They deserve it.
Do you think we'll ever see an adult Spider-Man
There we go.
on screen?
I
Well,
think
we
if
saw, an animated version.
We did, and I really liked that. It's nice to have a little bit older, and that was the thing that I liked about the game Spider-Man as well,
yeah.
was that he was a little older.
Well, and you know, if the rumors are true, and if we do get Tobey Maguire and or Andrew Garfield in these movies, we'll probably see
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
some older adult Spider-Men who've been doing this for a while,
Why?
which would be very cool.
Well, now wait, that's actually a good question. So the villains are clearly pulled from the moment of their death.
Or at least before.
Right. Are the Spider-Men pulled from that same moment, or are they pulled from maybe decades later?
I don't know. Multiverse is crazy, man.
Multiverse, man.
It's
Magic,
mad.
man.
Multiverse of madness, my dude.
That was a D&D thing you would say. You'd be like, how does this happen? You're like, magic, man. I quote you often in my daily life.
Oh, well, I'm quotable.
You're so quotable.
Am I so quiltable?
I was gonna say that reminds me of last month's sponsors, but I didn't know if they were last month.
They were in August. And
Oh.
You fool!
Time is meaningless to me. I don't know.
Or September. Closer, but.
They're great.
But the art of Adam Fields.
Was in September.
August.
Or I don't remember who was which.
September. I don't know.
I think they did.
They're great people.
Yeah, they are.
Check them out.
I think they did Journey, and that was September.
You know who else is great?
The Chalk Girl.
Yes. Not the one I was going for.
Oh.
Wow.
Willem Dafoe.
Also
Alfred Molina.
yes, but also not the one I was going for.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Timothy Holland. Not a real person. Although maybe they are. I don't know.
His
Her name
older
is
brother.
Timothy Holland.
Hi, Amanda Nicole. Good to see you.
Hi, Amanda Nicole.
Hi, Amanda. Nicole.
We're waiting on who the DM thinks is great. Do you like that I talk into it like a radio? Go on.
No, I'm trying to get you to do a spin-off to say Thwip again.
Thwip. Oh, right. Adam
Who else
Fields.
is awesome?
The art of Adam Fields
Spider-Man.
Bam.
is really incredible, and we should
Also,
all
yes.
comment Thwip, THWIP, in the comments for your chance to win a really cool print of Venom or Carnage.
Your choice.
Your choice.
Do it or else. Just kidding. I have no threat.
Do
but you
it or-
should do it. It's free
I'll be
art.
personally offended.
It's free things.
It is free stuff.
If there's anything I like in this world, it's stuff. And it's even better if it's free.
What a
Yeah.
journey.
What a journey. Yeah, I don't know.
Does
I'm
not
not...
believe
That
it.
was a journey.
Hi, everyone. Spidey is looking great, says Amanda Nicole.
Oh,
You
thanks.
bet.
Sheesh.
What do you think he's looking at?
Probably the ground that he's rushing towards as he's web swinging.
His next anchor point.
His victims. The criminals.
Everybody gets one.
Oh my god.
Amanda Nicole says Thwip.
He's
You
looking
absolutely got that right, kiddo.
He's looking
Heck
at
yeah.
crime as he's about to
What's my
pulverize
time?
it. 49.
Yes.
49.
Thank you. You.
Say that all the time. I use that. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter. Well, apparently everybody gets one.
I use it in my daily life, especially with coworkers.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Oh my gosh, kiddo, I'm 32. Haha. Well, you know, I'm playful, Amanda Nicole. That's all.
Everyone's a kiddo.
At heart.
Yeah.
Unless you're me and you're secretly an old man. And also really an old man.
No, that's the thing. I'm like, I am overtly an old man. That's
Haha.
listen to my voice, kids. That's an old voice.
Piccolo.
Just
Piccolo.
sounds, beastie.
Thank you.
You're-
Beastie. So, how about them Jets? Okay.
Nope. No
Yes.
sports ball talk
Yeah,
here.
this is Spidey only.
How about them parkour, hardcore parkour?
Peter Parkour.
Peter Parkour.
Why
Does
didn't?
Spider-Man ever have a pet?
That
Yes.
spider that bit him.
Yeah.
He and-
Oh, that thing died.
No, he and Boomerang have that
Yes!
dog. What's that dog?
No, it's not a dog. It's a monster.
It's a monster. but it's a
In the
dog.
comics
Chinchilla.
recently, no, it's an actual monster.
Oh.
Hold on.
Well, you look that up. It's like it's a weird name
Captain
because it's a
Boomerang.
monster. While you look that up, Explore on Two Wheels says looks so great.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Explore on Two Wheels, will you write Thwip in the comments? That'd be so great.
You
if
could win
did.
some art.
You can win art.
So there's a monster in Marvel that's name is Gog,
There it is.
and it's this giant like orange, yucky looking monster. But he he part of his power is that like if he is confined into a small space, like he adjusts to the space in which he occupies.
He's a fluid.
Basically. But so like he's
I was gonna say Newtonian. He's not Newtonian. He's just a fluid. But that's cool.
Yeah, but so when he is in like, if he was inside of a building, he would be like the size of the room. But if he steps outside of the building, he's gigantic. So,
or a goldfish.
Yes.
Yes.
So Peter and Boomerang, who were roommates at the time, Boomerang being a villain, but also trying to be a hero. They were fighting Gog, and they realized that like he was just running around scared because he was actually like a child. So Peter developed a collar that they could place on him that would maintain his small size, and so he basically became pet size, and so he became their apartment pet.
See, that's another example of Peter
Amazing.
not killing an enemy and helping him out.
Yes, he's also had many spider bots that aren't necessarily pets, but he has treated them as such.
Explore on two wheels. Thwip, Thwip, is the sound of Spider-Man's web
Yes.
in the comics.
Canon.
He's a web. So country of origin, USA, as it was created by Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use it in a sentence? Yes. Spider-Man's web goes thwip in the comics. There we go. Thank you. That was pretty good.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's an onomatopoeia.
It is an
It is
onomatopoeia.
an onomatopoeia.
Like thwip, or thwack, or snicked,
Or Zendaya.
or Zendaya. No, that's a name, you fool.
Explore on two wheels says, let me just thwip this comment right here. Thwip.
Yeah! Thanks for playing.
I love it. That's great.
Where are we at? We're at 53. Okay, this is where I end and we start.
Look
with
at
some
that
announcements.
face.
Look at that spidery face.
Look at the spidery face.
Spider-Man's face.
And all of its
Not terrible.
depth.
It's
Um,
absolutely not terrible.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It looks great. He's got a head and life because he has a head,
And
which we
depth.
talked about, and depth in his eyes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so whoever wins these is
Johnny
getting some
Depp.
authentic chalk dust on here. But
Woo!
yeah, you can win these if you comment the word thwip.
THWIP.
Watch me thwip.
Exclamation
Now watch
points
me play,
optional. These were done by Adam
Funny.
Fields. You can check him out at the Art of Adam Fields. He's really cool. Really cool. That sounds like somebody commenting with the word thwip.
It
is.
It can get weirder.
Yeah. But these are really awesome. I ship them directly to you.
I
It'd be
ship
great for like you could if you're not into Venom or Carnage. For the holidays, if you know somebody that you need to get a gift for
I do.
who
The ringmaster, or
enjoys
Pito here.
Venom and or Carnage, you could gift them, and that would save you a little bit of money if you win, of course. But yeah.
Many will enter, you will win.
See, that's what I always heard.
I love that.
I always heard, and
That's
so
so
like,
positive.
Mom, we need to fill out this form. I will win.
He told me.
Yeah.
He promised me.
Yes, so this is the end of our Web Slinger series. Next month, December, is going to be a little tricky, my friends.
Ooh.
Things are getting wild and crazy, and timing always gets kind of timey-wimey.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yep, during December. Right now, I have two things scheduled for December. The theme is Real Life Heroes. One will be Stan Lee,
Yeah.
and the other is Miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Nice.
Because we need a female in here.
Heck yeah.
So if you would like to join me for those, check out our Facebook and Instagram for some updates and when we will do those things. Other than that, stick around. I don't know if you probably missed it because I had to log off and then log back in. But the Queen's Gambit time lapse is on my small reel of things.
Ooh.
So if you want to see that on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, you can. We're going to play that in a minute. Remind me to actually play that and not just turn off the stream. And you guys are great. Everyone stay safe wherever you are. Hopefully it's not snowing too bad where there should be snow. Hopefully you have everything you need, and we'll see you in December. Ta-da!
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.